Talk to me about what you're doing. Paid time off to vote, opportunity employees, that is, to go out and be poll workers. Are you doing things this cycle that you didn't do in 16 or 18?
Yeah, because, COVID has changed things. 2/3 of Americans think that, COVID is making it more difficult to vote. So as business leaders, we thought it's our responsibility to make it easier. So to your point, we started with paid time off to vote. We've also created an internal resource so that our employees in every state in which we operate see state-specific information on registration deadlines, absentee ballot deadlines, early voting information, as well as providing volunteer paid time off so people can sign up to be poll workers, because we know because of COVID, there's going to be a poll worker shortage.
I know you're active in a lot of business groups, including the ones that include some of the biggest businesses in New York City. I wonder if you've done some work on how these collective efforts beyond Warby have led to turnout, whether that's in the city or in any other state where you do business.
I think it's early to see the results of the work that business leaders are taking, but there's no question that there's been unprecedented effort to provide paid time off to vote for employees. We've been working with the Civic Alliance, which includes hundreds of other businesses. And what we're also seeing is that employees in record numbers have created plans to vote and are voting early. So that way, they have flexibility, whether it's sort of managing childcare or what have you.
Neil, good to see you. I remember visiting you a little less than a year ago at your facility here in New York, which I imagine isn't seeing a lot of traffic these days. But give us an update on your business in this context. You're an online first business, but you got a lot of physical locations. How have you been able to keep employees at work and keep customers served?
Sure. Well, we were one of the first national retailers to close all of our stores. That was on Friday the 13th in March, a very ominous day. And that was tough because, about half our business evaporated overnight. But because of our strong e-commerce presence, and we've been seeing over 100% growth in e-commerce throughout the course of the year. So our business remains resilient. We've since reopened all of our stores. They're not quite as pre-COVID levels, and that's mainly because we're ensuring a safe customer experience by limiting traffic into our stores and ensuring social distancing. But we're optimistic for next year. We're signing lots of leases, and this year we had planned to open up 36 stores. We'll open up 10. Next year we'll open up roughly 40 stores. So there is demand certainly for glasses, and we're able to meet it. The one thing that has certainly changed is how we operate with COVID. And one of the big line items that we'll have in our 2021 budget is testing. Right. We've been having to, test all of our employees, whether they're in our manufacturing facilities or in our stores, and that's given us confidence that we're able to operate these facilities safely.
What are the most important policies and issues for a business like yours that might be impacted by whoever wins at the state, local, even national level this week?
The biggest thing is that we have to get COVID under control, right? We are now, almost a year into this, and we're seeing, some of the highest new cases being reported. We need much more widespread testing, right? For the economy to prosper, we need to manage this virus and make sure that our citizens are safe. So we're paying very close attention to every level of this election, presidential on through municipal.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.